When Victoria, my daughter, was about 4 or 5 years old, I took her down to Eunice because my mama wanted her to come spend some time with her in Eunice. And Victoria was not accustomed to being away from us, especially being away from me, because I was the apple of her eye. It's some other little cat got her attention now, but I was the apple of her eye. When we lived in Missouri City on 3611 Crestwell Court, she knew the sound of my car from the sound of her mama's car. That when my car turned on Crestwell Court, she would get at the bay window in the kitchen and wait for me to get out of the car. When we brought her home from the hospital, she would not sleep unless she was on my chest all night long. She wanted to stay in the bed with us, and we'd put her in a room, and then she'd come downstairs. I'd open the door in the morning, she'd fall asleep just in the floor, right there on the floor, because she was at the door because she wanted to be with me. I was the den mother for the Girl Scouts. I took her to dance class. I picked her up in the line at school. Joel Osteen and I would race to get to Second Baptist to pick our children up from school, and I would beat him every day because Victoria said to me, "Daddy, children don't like to be picked up last." So I was the first one in the line every day. Joel would do the best he could, but he never could get to the line before me because Victoria said children don't like to be picked up last. I brought her down to Eunice because my mama wanted her to spend some time with her, and I left her there. She was screaming and hollering when I left, but after a while she got all right. My mama said she would play a little while and eat her food, but then she'd go and look through that window in my mama's living room. And she did that every day. And my mama said one day, she said, "Victoria, what are you doing?" She said, I'm looking for my daddy." She said, "Come on back here and meet mommy. You don't want to play with me?" She said, "No, I'm looking for my daddy." She said, "Victoria, looking for your daddy? What do you mean?" She said, "I'm looking for my daddy because he said he's coming back." And then Gwen started teasing her. Gwen said, "Your daddy ain't coming back." She said, "Yes, he is." Gwen said, "No, he's not." She said, "Yes, he is." "No, he's not." "Yes, he is." "No, he's not." "Yes, he is." Then Gwen finally said, "How you know he coming back?" She said, "Because he promised." Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God? Believe also in me. For in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you will be also. How you know he's coming back? He promised. I said he promised. Somebody ought to help me preach here. I'm looking for him every day because he promised that one day he's coming back. One day the skies are going to break wide open and the warrior King Christ is coming back again. And the reason I know he's coming back, because he promised. Our brothers are standing now. And maybe there's somebody here today who is without hope and without Christ. You're trying to live life on your own terms. You're trying to do what you think you ought to do to make it in this world.